Hello Yoga Mother, I'm Christelle Donaghy. In this tutorial you will find a few tools and guidance to help you to rehearse contraction and posture who will ease your labor. Again, this is not something that you will have to learn by head, because anything you learn with your head you will definitely forget it once you're in labor. This is more something that you will practice and embody it, so that your body recognizes it and just that you will feel, completely comfortable with. We have to imagine that you're in first stage of contraction. At that stage of labor, the contraction are feeling more like a twinge. It's like type of cramps or period pain. You could experience some lower back pain. Quite easy to manage still. So the most important thing in that stage and even after is rest. You have to learn how to rest. Practicing rest, comfortable position is the key that will help you to cope. Between each contraction is the rest you give yourself that will help you to follow through stronger contraction in later stage. So the more you rest, the more you will cope. Early stage of pregnancy, you feel these contractions starting, you want to relax. So there are a few positions that you can adapt. Whatever it's comfortable for you. You can even relax walking about, leaning against a hard surface, a chair. You can lie down, sit down, whatever feels comfortable for you, and practice breathing exercises. For my part, I will just use a lying down position and go through the golden breath, the golden thread breath. Use as many pillows that you need, as many support that you need. Your body needs to feel completely relaxed, because once the body is relaxed, you can actually focus and be aware of your breath. So it is really important that you gather whatever you need around you to feel completely relaxed at that stage. Put your hand on your tummy. Breathe in, and first just be aware of the natural flow of your breath. Breathe in and breathe out through your nose. Now, to practice golden thread breath, allow a thin gap in between top and bottom teeth, between top and bottom lip. The gap has to be so small that it's hardly noticeable. So when you breathe in, you're going to breathe out through that very thin gap. And keep yourself aware on the exhale. The longer the exhale goes, the better you will practice. It is a very relaxing way to go, because on each exhalation it's like your mind goes away. So the body is left with no mind, and it's even easier to relax, to be in a mindless position. What you have to be aware is the length of the exhalation. The further you exhale, the further your mind travels away, and allow yourself to be just aware of your breath and to relax your body. Now imagine the twinges are getting a bit stronger and contraction are starting to hurt a little bit more, so you may need some help. The help you will gather here is to change slightly the way you breathe out. So you're going to associate exhale, pause, exhale, pause. Again, use whatever position you feel comfortable into. It could be again lying down, or you can use a chair and do some rocking movements, all type of movements that I will show in an extra class in Yoga for Mothers. What I want you to do now is to breathe in again, and when you breathe out, just be aware that you're going to allow a little pause between exhalations. So breathe in, exhale, pause, exhale, pause, exhale, pause. This is one way to keep yourself on top of the pain. Don't forget, the exhalation is your antidote to pain. So the better you control exhalation, the better you will control your breath and your pain. We're going further down the first stage of labor. Contractions are getting quite strong now, and sometimes, you may even feel that they will take your breath away. So your breathing may need a little bit of help, like a positive affirmation or a sankalpa. You will find this inner voice coming from your heart. So find the phrase who's comfortable with you. I'm not going to tell you what to use. It has to come from your heart. It has to be positive. It has to come from your heart, and it has to be, completely natural to yourself. If you associate the exhalation, pause technique plus the sankalpa, it's even more powerful than all the voices that will come around you during labor. So the affirmation will come to you in the pause between exhalation. Again, breathe in through your nose. You exhale. Take time to pause. During that time, let that inner voice coming to you from the bottom of your heart. Exhale. Repeat. Sankalpa. Exhale. Repeat your sankalpa. Again, this could be done in any type of resting position. It could be standing up, sitting, or lying down. We are now fully established in the first stage of labor. You may be between 5 and 6 centimeters dilated, and contraction could be around a minute long. Again, it's the rest between each contraction who will help you to cope. So be aware to really find yourself in this restful stage, and to use whatever you need to come down to that rest line. Your contraction works like a little bit, I like to use the image of a wave. It goes up, it hits a peak, and then goes down to the rest line. The rest line is where you feel anything you need to nurture yourself, to reconfort yourself, and where you find any tool to cope. So the idea is to come back to that base. So you're going to use your breath while the contraction goes up and while it goes down. You will feel tight and strong experience on the way up, on the peak, but sometimes on the way down as well. So the breath will help you to come down to this rest line. At the start, when you breathe in, when you breathe out, you're still able to come down to that rest line. But once the experience gets stronger, the contraction comes stronger, you feel that the exhalation is getting shorter and shorter. So it's completely natural to start. Breathe in, breathe out, come down, breathe in. It's harder to come down. In, shorter, You hit the peak. Exhalation comes longer again. Down to bottom line. This is really the way you should breathe while you experience that peak or the wave. And the idea is to exhale as long as it's comfortable for you, as long as you can cope to come back to that rest line. We're now in the second stage of labor. The second stage of labor, you fully dilated and your baby is getting ready to be born. If you have practiced Kegel exercises during your pregnancy, you may be aware of how your peritoneal muscles are working. You're able to tie them and you're actually able, and it's the most important, to release them, because you're going to have to release them during contraction. The way you use your breath at that stage, it's again the exhalation who's going to be the key. Because while you exhale, it's like exhaling your baby down. You're pushing your baby down with each exhalation. So I breathe in, I'm aware of my muscle, I'm gonna let go, I'm gonna release all these muscles, and when I push down, I push baby out. Contraction may be a minute long, so you're not going to be able to exhale for a minute. So you have to repeat that movement a couple of times during the contraction. So again, you exhale, push baby down with your exhalation. Breathe in, push baby down. Visualize that you're actually helping baby to go down. It's your exhalation who gives that baby that lovely push to be born. These are our tools. Again, any time of experience is different. Every woman experience is different through labor. Just keep practicing maybe these couple of exercises. There's a different breath that you can use. Just use the one you feel the most comfortable with and just go with the flow. Enjoy any second of your experience, and whatever happened, you will be able to cope because you're aware of your body and you're with yourself and your baby. You're doing absolutely fantastic. Trust yourself, mommy. You have everything you need to give birth. Namaste.